And I stopped drinking soda for 2 years. And I got everything squared away. My stomach started acting right. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to go have a Dr. Pepper because I missed it. And I drank it. And immediately I felt like absolute crud.
Wow, we would have never believed this. We're on Spotify, we're on Apple, we're on Google. Go out there and listen to us. So we're excited about it. We're glad you're excited about it too.
Hi, welcome to another edition of Muscle Matters. If you notice, my co-host isn't around, Tom. I feel really abandoned and sad deep inside. My heart is breaking. It's like going to Disneyland and not seeing the mouse. But I get to hang out with you, Mike. And Mike, would you please introduce our guest today?
I feel super special being able to be here in Tom's seat.
You know what? You better have all the great stories, too.
I'm not as good looking as Tom.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
as fit as Tom. I'm definitely much younger than Tom, though.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Across the bow. So we got Justin Judante Jacob here with us today, and I got it all right that time.
You did.
We're gonna have a conversation about some stuff. But first, Steve, you got something you want to say about your store?
Yeah, stop on by. We are located at 7420 District Boulevard, right across the street from Nestle. Hope to see you real soon.
Awesome. So Justin, does anybody ever call you Jeff?
Oh, you have no idea. I don't know. I make it as a joke. You ever seen 22 Jump Street? Where he's just like, my name's Jeff. I just saw him. My middle name's Jeff.
That's like your generation, right? 22 Jump Street.
What are you trying to say? That's 21 Jump Street.
Oh, well, he said 22.
Oh, we're 21.
I was like, something sounds
Richard
wrong
Greco.
about that.
I had Greco. I mean, or Greco,
Right?
whatever his name is. Yeah, Rob Lowe when he was still handsome.
Right? When he was just all plastic.
Yes.
Shots
Johnny
fired.
Depp. That's right. Johnny Depp started there too.
Yes, he did.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
he
Captain
did.
Sparrow came from a cop show about high school teenagers. Huh?
He was basically a high schooler himself then.
Yeah.
Boomers.
How old were you? Oh, we won't say.
Yeah, I level up Sean Connery style.
All right, JJ. Anybody call you JJ?
I personally don't like the name. To be
Okay.
honest. The
All right,
reason
forgive
for
me.
it is I
There's
have
a lot of J's. You're cutting some J's out. There's like, what,
JJ.
4 or 5
You
J's?
left the other two J's
J4.
alone.
Yes.
J4.
Now, the reason why I don't like JJ is because I have a cross-dressing cousin. They call him JJ.
Okay, so now you don't like me. We're not friends anymore. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're not.
please forgive
I'm
me.
heading out.
All right, so we want to talk today about your weight loss journey, and let's go back, right? So where are you at now with your fitness? 'Cause
Let's talk before we get to.
go ahead,
let's,
Steve.
Where did you start at? Where are we coming from?
What do you mean?
What was our heaviest?
260, man.
Ooh, okay. Pulling guard.
Oh, I'm sorry?
You were a pulling guard on the football team, right?
No, I was just fat.
Okay.
I was a fat emo kid.
All right. What sparked that?
Just honestly, just feeling alone.
Uh-huh.
Trying to find friends, and then instead of friends, I found
French fries?
yes, French fries. Yeah,
in the couch cushions.
they took out the N, so it just becomes fried.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, my parents are from Philippines, so you know how they cook a lot.
Yes.
They every day is basically a fiesta. Like especially coming from a poverty country, to imagine coming to America, like everything is available to you. Fried chicken is like the best thing ever, dude. Dip it in gravy.
Oh, so it wasn't McDonald's. We have McDonald's at home?
Dude, McDonald's in Philippines is sick. They have spaghetti. They have like fried chicken. They have like this cool stuff. Like I was like, chicken nuggets. Where's the fried chicken?
I feel,
Spaghetti.
I feel left out.
I know,
that.
right?
Like, wait, time. So
I
get,
feel like I've been missing out my entire life.
Mystery meat that's not a cow. We know it's not a cow.
We know it's not chicken either.
Yes, exactly. Nuggets, huh?
It's not made out of any kind of meat.
Yeah, it's something though. The kids love it.
Yeah.
I did see a sign in my neighborhood that they're looking for a lost Chihuahua, offering $1,000. Maybe that's what they're.
I thought that was Korean barbecue.
So continue.
So just given that abundance, you're just like, oh, there's food. My parents obviously don't know anything about diet. And I learned about emotional trauma. Mm-hmm. And what happened is I just started eating like nothing. It's like, oh my gosh, family pizza.
Are you originally from the Philippines? You personally?
I was born in the Philippines. I came here when I was 10 years old. From Philippines, we were so skinny because,
There was no fried food.
there's no fried food.
Yes.
There's only
No
grease.
trans fat.
It's like every other country on earth, they know how to eat healthy except for America.
Oh, yeah. No.
No, they honestly, some of the Filipino foods are great, but if you look at it, it gets kind of greasy. I love Filipino food, not bashing on Filipino food, but it just gets really greasy and heavy, mostly carbs.
Okay.
And that just ends up being like an emotional comfort for me growing up because I couldn't make friends the way I was. I have fake friends who pretended to be friends that basically said, hey, since you're the other Filipino, just tell them that we're cousins. And just hearing that from a friend that you trust, it just that was actually an emotional trauma for me. Just hearing that there was so much, like my heart just sank all the way down to my feet. And yeah, the reason I stuck around with that friend is I was afraid to talk to people. That became a fear because of my teacher used to call me up on the front of the room to rehearse stuff, and I had like the worst English, broken English, so I
How
get
old
made
were
fun
you?
of. So high school.
So you came in high school.
No. I
Okay.
came to when I was 10 years old.
Okay.
But I still have like that accent.
Yes.
So growing up for that, it became such something I hated.
Yes.
I hated to the balls.
Yes.
I try to better my English. Like as you're hearing today, that's like the work of many years of trying to remove this accent.
I
that
still
was
can't
never
speak
proud
correct English.
of. Well, I don't too. Trust me. In the Marines, you're just like, ooh, glue, ooh, crayons, ooh, kill people, bang bang.
Yes, sir. And so you said you turned to food. I remember when I moved from Los Angeles, I came to Bakersfield. It was a complete. So I kind of understand the trauma because you're shoved into a group of people that you really don't know, and there's nowhere to go because you're in a place you don't understand, and you're just like, so these people are going to be my friends now?
Oh, trust me, man. Like first time coming to America, I didn't know what Mexicans are. I love Mexicans food and I love Mexicans.
Yes.
But I was like, I never seen this type of people before. Like 10 years old, just like, I seen that kind of people before. That's Filipino. And obviously the Hollywood shows like black and white
Yes.
people, just not Mexicans. So I was confused, like, are they Filipinos?
They don't look quite Filipino, but
They
close.
don't. Like I was lost. Like I never heard that language before. The Mexicans.
And then you taste the food.
Oh, I didn't taste.
Tacos.
I didn't taste tacos until later on in high school. I
Okay.
used to think like I hate spicy food. So the way I saw
Is there a lot of
tacos,
Filipino food spicy though?
I avoided spicy food.
Okay.
Yeah, well, most of Filipino food is sweet though.
They do love their sugar.
Yes.
Like, the spaghetti is filled with so much
Yes.
sugar.
I got tons of Filipino food, and it's like my diabetes goes, "Hey, how you doing, bro?"
Wait, are you Filipino?
No, but I've got tons of friends.
Okay. Got it.
And every time they bring me food, it's like my diabetes just walks over and goes, "Hey, am I in the room now?" Yes, you are.
Dude, Filipinos
old friend?
will dump so much food on you. It's like eat this, eat this.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
they love you.
Yes. So, did you come to Bakersfield? And I'm going to make a statement, or did you go to Delano? Because there's more Filipinos in Delano.
I live in Orange County. I actually drove. from
Okay, so
Orange
you went to Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. So I'm from Los Angeles. I'm trying to think. When's the last time I seen a Filipino in Los Angeles?
West Covina, probably.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, growing up, we knew Chinatown.
Oh my gosh! First time Chinese food. I didn't taste Chinese food until I got to America, and I'm just like, this is so good. Oh my gosh! Like the little orange chicken. I asked my dad, "Can I
Is
get
that
like?"
real Chinese food? Or chicken? I thought that was just Panda Express.
I thought that was just another version of Filipino food.
Now, when you made it to Los Angeles, did you have to introduce yourself as Filipino? Because, like I said, I just know about growing up in LA and being in the inner cities. We knew Chinatown.
Mm-hmm.
So were you automatically, because, we're racist. Everybody's a racist. Let's face facts. Were you automatically assumed to be Chinese?
Oh, you have no freaking idea. Like, especially in high school, that's
Yeah.
where the savage comes. They're just like, aren't you that guy from 22 Jump Street, Mr. Chang? And I'm just like, yeah, of course, sure.
Yeah. Sure. So that's interesting. So we've eaten our way. So was it high school or did we start early?
High school.
High school is when you really started the eating,
Middle school is when I started, like,
discovering these delicious foods.
not just that, emotions.
Okay. You said your friend broke your heart. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay.
And that's when I started eating so much food. Like, dude, my dad took me to one of my birthdays to a Thai restaurant. And I ate all 3 of the large meals because I was so hungry. And I was like, this is food. This is delicious. Brings me joy. Like the dopamine hit is from food.
Yes. I've seen food addicts, and it's.
I never understood that. I always felt like there was something, because I've messed with a lot of stuff that is people get addicted to, right? I've never been addicted to anything in my life besides maybe work.
Yeah.
And I think it has something to do with my ADHD. Like whatever part of my brain that's supposed to engage with the dopamine or whatever, it doesn't engage. But that's what it is, right? That people get addicted to things like that.
Yeah, food addicts. I've got a couple friends that are food addicts, and it's they get the shakes.
Huh.
They get the shakes, and they can't eat their food because they're too busy staring at your food and wondering if you're going to eat all your food. It's woo, yes.
And you gotta watch out too. It's becoming such a popular thing to be
Yeah,
obese.
don't say the word. Yeah,
I did,
we might
right?
get canceled.
Oh, I'm sorry. But for real though, it's like it became such a glamorized thing that even
Which is a
mukbang.
ridiculous thing to glamorize.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You guys heard of mukbang, right? Like
No,
it's
what's
people basically recording themselves eating like a big portion of food.
Huh.
And that's one of the most popular videos in YouTube. Is like, oh, there's this guy who used to be I forgot his name, but he used to be like this vegetarian, and then he just didn't feel the joy, so he's trying to chase clout. Instead, he saw mukbang as a thing that actually brings popularity.
I can, I mean, it's weird. I worked my life in a lot of weird industries, and nothing shocks me that somebody is paying to listen to somebody else eat food.
Well, that's ASMR, but he's talking about something different. The ASMR is, when,
Yeah.
right? But you're talking about like just eating massive quantities of food.
But it's
As
been
like
around the ages though. Like as you were saying, it became a competition just to be gluttonous,
Yes.
and that's one of the 7 deadly sins is being gluttonous.
Right.
And people don't see it that way. They see it more as like, oh, this is a way for you to be famous. Like people are chasing validation.
It's crazy how validation. You're right. It's crazy how they're glamorizing like something that is a medical, not just physical problem, like a illness or whatever you want to call it. It's actually also simultaneously a mental issue. Right. So
Well, yeah,
mental
again,
illness
it's
coupled with a physical illness.
There's all the years of training and personal training and teaching. Food is the biggest addiction there is. Like people don't realize how addicting food is until you tell them, no, you can't have it. I mean, I used to look at people and be like, hey, stop eating French fries, you're going to die. I'd rather die. It was just weird how it's food is just people will not give it up. How many diabetic friends do you have? How many friends do you have with heart issues?
Yeah.
And they will still get down and still eat the food that is completely wrong
didn't
for
you
them.
even have some food issues because of the bodybuilding? And all that?
Yes,
And I know
yes.
Tom did.
Well, there's certain foods I can't eat. I can't eat anything with phosphorus in there. Phosphorus hurts the kidneys. I have the high blood pressure, so I avoid salt like the plague. Once you learn to balance your body and what it's supposed to feel like, you don't want to feel that way. And the craziest thing for me is when I stopped drinking sodas for 2 years. I did not drink anything dark. My stomach got offline. I got sick, and all kind of intestinal problems happened with me. It worked for this company. It messed me up. And I stopped drinking sodas, and I lived on Dr. Pepper. Like, that was my thing. I could sing you that song backwards and forward. I'm a pepper, you're a pepper. Don't you want to be a Dr. Pepper? That was my thing. And then I stopped drinking soda for 2 years. And I got everything squared away. My stomach started acting right. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to go have a Dr. Pepper because I missed it. And I drank it. And immediately I felt like absolute crud. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I lived on this. And it was just absolutely, you could just feel the stomach acid. You could feel everything inside you just fighting back. And I was like, I lived on this junk, and I've never drank a dark soda since.
Every time. So after you change my diet, every time I don't eat right, I'm just like, I feel like garbage afterwards.
Yes.
Instantly.
Yes.
And it's like usually I already know it's gonna come, so it's just like that's why I set up not to do it at all.
Once you learn to start eating healthy, you learn all these different things. So we're gonna flash back to you. We're gonna keep this around you because I'll bump my girlfriend.
No worries.
So we're discovering food. We've come to the gluttonous capital of the world. We're discovering all these great fast foods, all these different types of ready-made, hot and ready microwaves, all these wonderful things where it's just like, oh, there's grease in the microwave waiting for me. I'm going to eat it. So
I used to dream about food.
and we laugh, but I've heard this before. You know, people that are in love with food. When you love food, you dream about what you think about. So, did you ever eat your pillow?
I mean, there was one night where my pillow was wet from drooling.
So now, was it high school that triggered the heavier eating, or was it through the junior high? Was it
Through the junior high, the half the year of high school.
Yeah.
And it's because of that depression
Yes.
that actually did stick. Like, it's a knife that I can't get out.
So before we go down the road of you losing the weight, let's talk about, what gets overlooked. Were you able to talk to anybody about that? Like, hey, I'm not feeling cool, and my only way out is food.
There was no one to talk to.
Okay.
I didn't trust my parents, and I get they love me,
Yes.
but they're so focused on working. Not just that too. I have another brother, and he's kind of like starting to become like me too,
Okay.
like eating a lot, but he's kind of slightly autistic. So
Okay.
my mom is focused on him since he's. I love him, but he was a problem child.
Okay. Is he older or younger?
Younger.
Okay. Is he high functioning or is he?
He can function, but it's towards the bullying that we faced growing up. That like, you ever heard the story of the alcoholic dad that had two sons? That's basically what happened to me and my brother. Is I turned a route in which saying I don't like this life. I'm gonna fight through it. Well, he gave up. It's like that's the reason why I'm in this state.
Yes. So let's go. What made you change? Was it the military?
I mean, that's a portion of it.
Okay.
I just
I mean, you got the tapes. You can't get in the military unless you weigh a certain amount. So,
it's during my early senior year in high school. I just got sick of people seeing me as this fat, disgusting, pig, ugly, that I started to I found a program on the TV. Like, you ever wake up like 3 a.m. and there's those infomercials. So I bought hip hop abs.
okay.
Shanti.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. So during that, I didn't know anything about dieting. So what I did is I cut my calories in half, in which you're not supposed to do, because as a human being, we're supposed to adapt to our diet. So it's like a slow intake, but I didn't.
Okay.
I cut it in half.
That's what we got to diet, right?
Exactly. You can't spell a diet without T.
Yes. So now you cut your diet in half. You bought your hip hop abs. Where'd we go from there?
So I worked out twice a day. There's portions in that month in which I don't even eat. So it led to a different mental
Addiction,
state.
yes, or not addiction, but yeah. Normally, what people that have one way, we go the other way.
It did. It ricocheted.
Yes, because if I did this to get this way, I got to do it this to get this way. So how many fasting days did you have?
I can't even remember.
Okay, so we did a lot of fasting. How much hair did we lose?
I didn't lose any hair.
Oh, good job.
I didn't lead to that point in which I was medically incapable of doing anything.
Okay.
Which is I'm blessed.
Yes.
I just got really, really skinny that my parents started to worry. Yeah.
They worried then, but not there, huh?
I know. I was like, what's going on?
I feel good about
here?
myself now. You're worried. So now, was it the military that helped you shape into it?
I mean, it became a ricochet thing. So I started gaining weight again, like fat weight.
Okay.
I didn't know about dieting. So.
Yeah, that's what happens.
And I joined the military out of a rebellion to my parents, trying to control my life, trying to be the compass of where I'm supposed to head. Like, go to college, take over your dad's business. That's what they're making it seem. So I'm just like, you know what? I know you hate me going to the military, so I'm gonna do it.
Good choice, bad choice?
It was Come see, come saw.
Okay.
I love the people in the military. I love the
You
job.
make some brothers.
I do.
Yes.
It's the bond towards the pain.
Oh, there's nothing like spilling blood together. It's a whole different bond.
Yeah.
You're like, I can trust this person.
Yeah.
But it's boot camp that actually shaped my my fitness.
Was it a sergeant or was it the camp itself?
Just overall the process.
Okay.
It's because they teach you how to actually be disciplined, how to not give in to your desires. They teach you like you don't need to eat so much to feel fulfilled. You can survive. Or you can survive those desires.
Yes. No, and that so like I think about when I made my switch into bodybuilding, and I quit my drinking. I was a really bad alcoholic, and I quit my drinking, and I decided, hey, I'm going to do what I finally wanted to do, is being a bodybuilder. It was like just what you said. It was, and I went nose deep into this section right here because it's like I don't want to go back to that. So you're in the military. They're teaching you how to eat. They're teaching you how to work out. Tell us a little bit about your military, if that's cool.
Yeah, of course. So I'm an 0811 artillery. That's a lot of work. It's basically grunt work, but also partially being a pogue, people other than grunt.
Okay.
And that's a dumb way to say it. It's like, I pull lanyards, I go boom, boom.
You know what? But you're way back there. Everybody's over there.
I know, but it looks so cool in the front, like all the explosions. You look cool in the photos, but you realize, oh my goodness, there's so much work involved, so much paperwork.
Yes, you just pick the empty shells up and go sit down, right?
It's $1 million weapon, multi-million-dollar weapon. And those rounds are no joke. Those are 90-pound rounds.
Well, that explains how you got your shoulders then, huh?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I was weak, though. It was hard for me to carry that. I had a hard time. You can usually be like,
And how many people laughed and said, pick it up, boy?
No, because they're suffering themselves, too.
Okay, I was going to say, because normally in like boot camp situation, they
Oh, that wasn't boot camp. That was our job school.
well, that you're more intelligent than I am when he talks about the military. But what I mean is when you're learning how to do it, they look at you and go, good job, boy. I'll be back in a little while. Let me know if you get it in there. Is that how it went?
I don't think I ever heard good job there.
Yeah, okay.
They're just like, do your job. That's it.
Just made me think about the Guardians of the Galaxy right now. You went to see that this weekend.
Oh my gosh, I want to
It's
see
out?
that.
Oh, it was fabulous.
Volume 3.
Fabulous. James Gunn did a great job. I have
I
very
gotta go
little,
see it.
very little heart for him with DC, but he's still he does great buddy movies. So we're loading these 90-pound shells. Now, did you have to go work out with weights so you could get stronger and more efficient?
That's when I had to learn how to actually build strength. And
Okay.
I was like, I don't like feeling weak. I don't want to be the last one left behind all the time. So I asked a friend, hey, can you help me work out? He showed me a bit, but it's forwards later on where I had to do everything myself. But during the Marine time, that actually led to another addiction, though.
Okay.
Not addiction towards food, addiction towards, just like you, alcohol, sex, all this other fun stuff.
Well, they tell you what do they teach you in the Marines? Live today because you're going to die tomorrow.
Yeah, that's one of the mindsets. And also the people you surround with are all alcoholics. I love you guys.
Oh, I've got tons of friends that have been over there.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, what are you, 19 to 24, right in there?
Early 20s.
Yeah. You're doing every two. You know, I had this discussion with, we were talking about an NFL player, and they were talking about how he got in trouble drag racing a car. Somebody died. And I said, oh, you never heard your 20s? Don't sit up here and act like you didn't, like your 20s were perfect.
Oh, yeah.
my 20s? Woo-hoo! So
That was a big old dummy.
now you're a 20-year-old man who they're telling you every day, hey, you're probably going to die tomorrow, so live it up.
Kind of like that. And also just the people you surround with are all miserable alcoholics. So you're just like, this is fun. I'm joking.
So now we've got this bad habit. Obviously, we've broken this other bad habit. Tell us a little bit what you did in the. Okay, so let me go back to the shells. What you did in the weight room to learn how to lift the shells. Was that your first experience in the weight room? Because we've gone from the hip hop abs. We've gone the fasting diet. We've gone in through the boot camp. We've learned some structure, and now we're picking up these 90-pound bullets and trying to shove them in the gun and realizing we don't have the strength. So when you finally go to is this your first trip to a weight room?
Oh my gosh, that was scary.
Okay.
That was really scary because you're just like, these people are huge.
They all look like Steve.
I know.
Because a lot of the military guys, when they get jacked, they get jacked.
They do. Like my friend in Bakersfield, he got deployed. I'm not sure where, Poland. He was
Uh-huh.
there for 9 months, so they didn't even let them out. He didn't do crap besides working out.
There's nothing else to do but drink and work out, right?
Exactly. That's all he
And
did.
Poland, I was like, go outside. Who wants to go outside? It's cold. Yeah, no, I'm going back inside.
Yeah, that's basically all he did. And he came back like looking like, oh my gosh, who are you? You're not my friend.
Now, are we still in?
I've been out for 2 years
Okay.
now, and it's been such a blessing.
Okay. Do take over the family business?
Nope.
All right. They would want to know that question. That's why I had to ask that one. That'd be in the comments. So
Not even close.
No.
No
what are we doing
desire.
now?
So now I know my dad's not happy that I didn't take over the business. Figuring out my life right now, I'm trying to run this company I want to build from the ground up. It's called J4 Media, which is my initials.
Mm-hmm.
And how it works is for me to just it's social media managing.
Mm-hmm.
I manage people's Instagram who are busy, and all they do is just pay for me. I come up with a.
Okay, I'm gonna direct you really quick. Look into that camera and tell us about your business.
My business is called J4 Media. J4 Media is basically my initials, Justin J Judante Jacob. And my company involves creating contents, not just contents, run people's social media account in which they can reach viewers, reach potential clients, and just reach people who basically doesn't have time to
So are we
post on their behalf.
J_4? When we go look you up on Instagram, social media, TikTok?
Right now, I don't have any platforms, but
Okay.
it's towards just contact with me.
Okay.
We can talk more.
We have a
on
personal platform.
Justin J Jacob.
Okay.
And we're going to post all that. We got all of his social info.
Okay. Because I mean, we're talking content. So you're teaching people how to put up content to improve their businesses
I post it on their behalf.
on their behalf. Okay. So you're going to shoot the video?
So basically, they send me contents. It depends on the package deal.
Okay.
In which I could come to you to record on your event, but that's like a charge itself because think about it, it's gas.
Yes,
I
sir.
had to come to you. I had to record. I had to take pictures.
Yes, sir. Totally understandable. I'm just trying to, because people are going to want to ask these questions. If we don't ask, I'm going to have somebody like, hey, bro, I needed answers.
True.
I want to make sure that you get yourself out there, and I appreciate you coming on the show. Now, we're closing in. What could you tell people, to a youth that's out there watching this show that might be going through some sort of food problem himself, that is not happy with the way they look? What are some of the things you learned along the way that you wish you knew when you were that age that you could pass along to a youngster?
Seek people who has the fruit that you bear.
Okay.
Seek people that enrich your life. They have the life that you want. Ask them questions because they'll be more than happy to ask that question. It just takes one step for you to just be bold. It's the fear, because fear knows your greatest potential, and it knows that you're capable of more things in life. So just ask someone, ask a friend, ask someone who you see like in the gym. It may be frightening because they're huge, but the thing is, those people are just puppies. They're really softies, and they're just looking for the meaning of life just as much as you are.
Yes.
And they're basically just most people in the gym are just basically dealing with their own demons. So we all each have our demons. It's how you find people to help you fight that demon.
Yeah, it's called Jesus.
Exactly.
That's it. Jesus. That's it for me. Tom? Mike?
Tom? The ghost of Tom. Where's
I
Tom
missed
at?
you, Tom.
I got his truck.
Yes, that's what it is. Anything you want to add in? Because I've kind of hogged the show.
No. This is your show, bro. So I think one of the things that I would add to what Justin said is mentors, right? Mm-hmm. I haven't accomplished anything good in my life without good mentors, and I think you've had a lot of good mentors in your life too, Steve.
Yes.
And
A lot of the early struggles is because I didn't have any.
right. And when it comes to fitness, you're one of my mentors, right? And Tom's been a longtime mentor of mine. I have a lot of mentors, but anywhere that I have nominal success is from having good mentors in my life.
Well, thank you very much for tuning in to Muscle Matters. Like to check, what is it, 4J?
J4.
J4. I'll get it right at some point. I ate pink chips as a kid.
will.
Justin Judante Jacob.
You're gonna wear it up, man.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Muscle Matters. Make sure you like, comment, share, please. Give us a follow. Please leave a comment. Let us know what we can do better. Make sure you reach out to this man right here. If you have a business, let him help you out, take you into the future. You know, don't be like me, living under a trash can like Oscar the Grouch. There is a future out there for you. And thank you guys very much for tuning in.
And if can I add something?
Yes, sir.
Real quick. If you guys have any questions you'd like to see us answer on Muscle Matters,
Yes.
or if you guys have any guests you'd like to see us bring on to Muscle
Oh,
Matters,
for sure. If you're a guest that want to come on,
let us know. Yeah. We've had some people reach out to us just recently that have wanted to come on some of our shows, and we're starting to do that. So if that's you. And one last thing I want to say, Steve, tell them where they can find your store.
you can find me at 7420 District Boulevard, right across the street from Nestle Ice Cream on the southwest side of Bakersfield.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day. God bless.